The life cycle framework facilitates analyzing firm performance and gaining genuine insights about value creation issues. It is used by many large money management organizations worldwide. We previously introduced the life cycle framework in video number 6. Keep in mind that competition is continually at work, resulting in a fade of economic returns toward the average or cost of capital level. A favorable fade is achieved through continual innovation that is difficult for competitors to duplicate. Of course, customers, in addition to shareholders, benefit from those firms that, quote, beat the fade, unquote, a phrase used by portfolio managers who rely on life cycle track records. The critical determinant of a firm's long-term fade rate is management's skill in nurturing and sustaining a knowledge-building culture. Let's dig into this further. Before we take a look at a life cycle track record for Intuit, a highly successful consumer financial software firm, let's listen to how Intuit's long-term CEO, Brad Smith, talks about purpose and knowledge building. The culture you create lays the foundation that enables every other part of the company to grow and succeed. Job one in creating a culture is building a purpose-driven culture. What is the mission of the company? What is the bigger idea that we are all part of? It is the CEO's job to articulate and communicate this purpose across the company, so team members at every level have something to rally around. At Intuit, our mission is to improve our customers' financial lives so profoundly they can't imagine going back to the old way. One way leaders can create an action-oriented environment is to match inspiration with rigor, adopting a rapid experimentation culture. Great ideas are simply hypotheses unless matched with tangible proof they deliver meaningful impact. A rapid experimentation culture cuts through hierarchy, especially if leaders hold their own ideas to the same scrutiny of testing. Creating an environment where everyone can innovate and debate turns into doing. This life cycle chart covers 1992 to 2020 for Intuit. In the top panel, the horizontal red line is the long-term 6% inflation-adjusted or real cost of capital. The economic returns are estimated as CFROIs, also inflation-adjusted, and explained in detail in my Value Creation Principles book. In the late 1990s and early 2000, the left-hand side of the chart, Intuit was developing its innovation-driven business model and earned less than the cost of capital, followed by a remarkable long-term surge in CFROIs. The middle panel plots the real asset growth rates, which were very high in the early years. The relative wealth index in the bottom panel compares the S&P 500 total return to Intuit's total shareholder return. Over the 28-year period, the firm continually outperformed investor expectations with exceptionally high CFROIs. This resulted in a tenfold outperformance of the S&P 500. A knowledge-building culture matters. Here is a takeaway. The life cycle framework provides insights about a firm's history, identifies key value creation issues, illustrates how value creation is rooted in the long term, and suggests that business history studies would be far more useful if a firm's long-term life cycle track record was displayed.